guys, welcome back. Mark here with the big yellow coaster bus. This episode is going to be all about installing air conditioning in our bus. In this one, we've gone with a Dometic Freshjet 7 Series Lite. We went the Lite for two reasons. One, power. We can run this on a good day with our solar array not even touching our battery at full noise, where the bigger one is sort of questioning it a bit. And also basic, so it means we can run this at 100%. Be cool as. And the other reason is space. On the roof, you'll see our rack. I've designed it so it doesn't have a lot of space. It uses every millimeter of room we've got up there. And if we went the big giant unit, it just wouldn't fit. And also we don't need the unit. This is reason 3 actually, because we've got a big partition wall right here. So the living space is only 5 meters long, not the full 7 meters. So all that glass at the front doesn't count. So it only has to cool down 5 meters of space. Fitting it's going to be hopefully a lot easier than the Max Fan if you watched that episode. Comes with a much better bracket. So on this side it's got 360 by 360, and on this side it's got 400. So depending on which way you put it down, gives you the right size. So we don't have to do all that cutting and finagling you would have seen in that episode. I'm very happy about that. Only downside with fitting this, where I'm putting it on the roof of the bus, pretty sure this bus in Japan had a sumo wrestler sit on it or do a fight up there, because it's a bit how you going. So I'm going to need to use a bit of butyl tape to level this out, and that'll be a bit of fun. Then once all that's done, this is the inside unit. This one won't be fitted today, it'll be fitted a little later on, because the remote fell over, because basically we need to do our ceiling still. To connect this to that, you get a bunch of these little doovers, and then you get 4 bolts. They're very generous, 4 bolts with it, 2 screws and some little connectors for your electrician to play with to fit it all up. Enough talking, let's go cut some holes before the sun sets and get this thing fitted, eh? Alright, so you've seen I've just cut some little divots in these rails. I really didn't want to cut this rail, but we're going to have to, sadly. So what you do, the reason we're cutting these divots out is when you're using the reciprocating saw, the blade isn't actually long enough to go through here, and you'll find you'll bend blades. So if you give it a little divot, it'll go nicely through, it'll cut this out. I'm going to have to make this a bit bigger anyway to fit the wooden frame I'm going to put under here anyway, but this is going to make your life a lot easier when you're using the recip saw upstairs. Time to put the big box on again and go upstairs and cut a hole. Hole in the bus. More tape would have been good for the box. It didn't stay on the roof when the panel landed in it. But now to put an air conditioner, build a frame in here and then put an air conditioner on. Keep going, eh?
So what are you doing?
Butyl tape in the dark.
Aha!
Yeah, so because our roof is wonky, the sumo wrestler that was bouncing up and down on this thing, I have actually done an extra step from the manual. I have screwed this bracketing into the roof with about 16 screws, and it's also L bracketed into every bit of frame around it, and I'm going to add more L brackets tomorrow when I've actually gotten to Bunnings. But tonight, because it's night time, I'm going to build up the butyl tape, level it off around here, and then air conditioner.
Okay, sounds like a plan. I'll leave you to it.
Get into it. Alright, let's go. Alright, I'm up with you. Where's the hole?
There's something I think.
Alright.
You want me to give this to you?
Yeah.
Alright, up you go.
Come on up, guys. Alright, we're finally up here. It was great fun. Blanket can get out. Alright, now we just got to find the hole. It's almost there. That's the hole. It clicked in. It only took like 2.5 minutes, but it was complete and utter chaos. And it's on here. Let's go bolt it from underneath.
Alright, the fun of fitting an aircon unit at 4 in the afternoon. We got it from bare roof to in by about 7:30, including a kebab stop, but didn't get to seal it up. So this morning, I've undone all the bolts, popped it just over there. You'll see the butol here. Now, if you've ever used butol before, when it gets rain on it, it can stain. So I'm just going to run a bead of silicone all the way around the edge of it, just so we don't get that staining on it, and pop the aircon back on it and bolt it back in, and we'll be done.
Alright, because it comes with all of these, for the height of my roof, with the coaster, you're going to need every single one of these pieces of foam it comes with. And then this one with the little black piece goes at the bit that touches the aircon unit. Now, explaining these two pieces of wood, we're doing shiplap lining. We've seen people use MDF. It weighs tons. Like, this is really not that heavy. I mean, you can go composite, but we don't want it looking like a caravan. I'm happy to spend the kilos it's going to be to put this roof lining in. So, and we like the look of it. So we're going to be putting 2 little brackets here. Now what that's going to do is spin you slowly without making you sick. Up here, if you just bolt it to the bracket that we've put here, you can see it's bracketed in all over the joint with brackets. I've got to buy a few more, so I'm going to be adding a bunch more in here. But I ran out of brackets last night, so I'm going to buy some today. If you just bolt it to this, you'll see that there's a couple of mil gap. A couple of mil gap just here. And you'll find that the vents will sit here. Ask me how I know, and they'll bend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to space this down with my roof material, and then bolt it up just so it doesn't hit this. And then when we put the ceiling in, and I have to take the unit down again, bolt it back up, it won't be damaged in any way. So let's bolt it back up. Bolts. This is gonna be awkward. That's it up there temporarily. So obviously I'm going to have to pull it down again to do the roof lining, but it's in there enough so I can drive to Bunnings and pick up some roof cladding. We're going to a caravan show today to look at some goodies, steal some ideas, that sort of fun stuff. And then Bunnings, roof, solar panels, the roof is done. It's getting there, guys. It's actually getting there. This is going to be so good to not see yellow steel here. I think having the roof in is going to make such a big difference. Most people tend to go roof first, and then we've gone the other way. It has worked for us, except at night time without having lights, but getting the roof in, it's going to be such a good feeling. All right, see you in a minute. All right, so that's the Dometic air conditioner installed in the roof. I get the best bit now, the peel.
Pretty shiny.
How shiny is that? Down to the bin. And now straight away, because I'm fanatical,
Never.
Bit of flash prep, going to get the glue off it, and then the mysterious paint protection I can't talk about that's going on the vehicle. I'm going to give this a coat of paint protection to try and keep it nice and black and beautiful for many years to come. Let's pop that on there, eh?
You want to just do this front corner panel and just show everyone what you mean?
Sure.
Mm.
It's a pretty instant change. The trick is you've got to make sure you get it on everything because it can look very splotchy if you don't. Alright, 240's just been done, not even seconds ago. And I've had everything pre-wired, and this is the button I want to hit because it's 30 odd degrees today.
It beeped.
Oh, it's doing stuff. I don't know what.
Oh, I feel a breeze.
Ooh, I'm under it, so I'm getting nothing. It's
Oh.
It's not that loud. You know,
I mean, I know I'm cool at the best of times, but hey, I'm getting a breeze.
It's already on. Wow. It's
Wow.
Okay, I finally pushed the button on the AC. As you saw, clicked the button, did its thing. I've got it on max fan at the moment. Not that one. I've got it on its maximum capacity as the fan's cranking. It's loud, you know it's on when it's on max, but it's definitely cooling the bus down. Isn't it, Fipper?
It is.
Now, I think no one ever shows how much power does it use. Now, we have a Freshjet Lite from Dometic. Now, I'll turn my servo on up here and we'll have a little look. So if I click that button, currently it is drawing on cooldown. The bus is 30 degrees and it's set to 22. So it is drawing the max it can. It's drawing 972 watts and my solar is currently putting in 1100 watts. So we're actually charging the battery just at 2 amps we're charging. Now this is all 24 volt, so it's putting 2.2 amps at 24 volt in as well as running the AC at the moment. So, and that's the AC on full tilt. So I'll check back in a moment once it's cooled down and sort of got to its settled point and see what it's just gonna run at once the bus is down to a set temperature. But the fact I can run it at full tilt with the solar only and not even touching the batteries, couldn't be more excited. I'm stoked, guys. And it's actually getting cool in here, like really cool, really fast, isn't it?
It's nice. It's very comfortable.
Do you like it?
Hi.
Do you like the AC?
Very comfortable.
It's very comfortable in here, Fipper says.
It is.
Seif is probably going to hate it because he likes to sit in the sun and bake.
And under a blanket.
Oh, that cat's an idiot. He'll sit on the dashboard on a 30-degree day and just melt.
Yes.
So he'll hate it and love it at the same time. I reckon he'll be on the floor just lounged out. So, AC, I'll touch base in a second once it's cooled the bus down because we're going to sit here and enjoy it. Alright, it's got a lot quieter in the bus. The temperature has come right down. So it's sitting at 21 degrees inside and it's 32 degrees outside. The noise has come down, so let's tap the little screen and you and I can see what it's drawing. Let's have a look. Oh, that's awesome, guys. Have a look at that. 415 watts, 400-ish watts just to run that. Some of those watts will be other things, but call it 400 watts to run the AC and maintaining it. And the solar's charging us back up to 100% at 1100 watts. That is solar-powered AC using 3 panels. And I've got a max fan, like on the roof. I'm stoked. So the rear-mounted AC units usually use about 400-ish watts to run and maintain. So the fact that rooftop Dometic, stoked. So hopefully you found the video informative on how to get a solar-powered air conditioner into your bus. If you've liked the video, give it a little like. If you want to join the journey, click the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up in the comments. Ask a question. Fip and I are more than happy to help and answer questions about the bus journey. Hopefully we catch you on the next one. The next one is actually going to be about the big part of this one, which is the solar racking and the solar panels, cabling the panels and running all of that to get this to run on solar. I'm doing this live. You can see how excited I am, guys. So I'm going to sit here and just be a happy boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers, guys.